And this kind of rich experience actually reminds me of a little bit. It's a very different course, but the Crossrail course that we did, because so these. Do you remember the story of these characters actually? How all these characters were designed by us in-house. But what was it? The printing.
Well, they like them so much. The client liked them. Crossrail liked them so much that they've printed these and used them in kind of marketing and posters, and they're actually using these characters for a kind of recruitment drive as well to recruit people to work in these Crossrail stations.
How good is that? That an e-learning course is influencing that much. And what I was saying about this, like the Mars Pet Care, was that this has a more, let's say, elaborate navigation menu. So you've got this tube map, kind of tube map / board game look and feel. But then the way you interact with the characters is very much the same. You've got these kind of similar MCQ.
So we turn him up.
I need to get to Heathrow Airport. I was wondering if you could show me the way so I don't get caught in a trap.
I don't know if you can hear him, but there's kind of this humour in there that I think that engages people on its own, doesn't it? Just a little sense of humour. And I mean, so yeah, people like these characters and kind of warm to them, and I think it just makes the learning more enjoyable, and they kind of stick with it and want to go through to the end to see what the other characters are like. I know you have a favourite, don't you? I like this guy, the Elvis impersonator. But we've also got, in fact, if I jump through to here, these are all of the characters you see that you kind of meet. So the idea of this is that these are customers that might come to you if you're working on Crossrail with different issues, different problems, and you've got to, we sort of judge how you deal with these problems.
And that's what's great. The problems are personified, right? So how you engage with each problem is different, and it makes the learning experience fresh every time. So it doesn't matter if every time you ask me the 5 questions in the same format, because the experience is so rich, and every time I go back to this, right? And I feel like I'm traveling through this. I'm nearly in control as a user.
Yeah, I mean, this menu. I mean, you couldn't kind of the way it's animated from one step to the next. You'd be hard pressed to build that in an authoring tool. You might get close to it, but I don't think you'd kind of end up with something that looked like this. And the client loved it, and the learning designers love working with Waveform because it just they know sort of as soon as they hear that it's a Waveform course that they're designing, they've got all sorts of extra options, and they can kind of just let their creative juices run free, and they love that. That's the kind of output that they want for their their learning design skills.
Yeah, because when you know learning so well, that's when you can rethink it, right? And then where you can push boundaries. For us as visual designers, we love doing that. We love taking things. We see something from a website that works really well and is so engaging, and if we can bring that into e-learning, then I think we've won a good chunk of the battle there.
Yeah, and that's I think because Waveform's built on those same web technologies that these websites that these great things that you see out there, marketing websites and other things. We take those, you see something like that, and you take it to the developers here, and they're itching to get their hands on, trying to build these things as well. So, everybody enjoys working with it, and Waveform means that these things are normally possible, aren't they?